Hello, welcome to the weather update. Why did that just happen? But hello and welcome to the weather update. And I think we just switched our radars here, and that should not have happened. But hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 5:30 on the 8th of August, and you can see we got some lingering rain across the area today. And this rain is going to linger around into the evening, probably. It doesn't look like it's really going anywhere. Light rain, drizzle. We got this low pressure system that's kind of just stuck offshore. And yeah, I don't normally do weather update at this time, but I'm too tired to go anywhere. And I don't feel like going out in the rain. Especially because it's rainy, it's windy, and it's not all that pleasant out there at all. You don't really want to deal with that kind of situation. Though it's not really heavy rain, you can see a few little yellows in there going on. And again, after traveling the South Shore 5 days in a row, which I'm not going to be able to keep up. But I'll talk about that in another video, I guess. But I can't keep that up. We'll have to return to Hicksville eventually, but anyway, you can see the rain today all over Long Island, pretty much. And it's just been a kind of dreary, rainy day across much of Long Island with this low pressure system parked pretty much right offshore. There's nothing really to move it along. There's no jet stream. So it's kind of just sitting there right there. You kind of see it's not really moving very much here on this satellite image here. We can look at the radar as well, and this is another radar, and you can see here it is. So you got this low, and you got some yellows in here, so some areas of heavier rain going on out there. Looking at the current conditions, let's go to that next. So you can see temperatures only in the 60s, and it's windy out there too. Wind gusts up to 22 miles an hour. So you got that wind-driven, drizzle-ish, rainish. It's not really pleasant to be outside. Though these temperatures are real nice. They would be nice without the rain, but unfortunately we're getting this rain along with it. So can't really enjoy these cool temperatures too much. If you're in New Jersey, you're not really probably dealing with the rain as much, so probably can actually. And so it's just a tad warmer there, upper 70s, but generally these are the temperatures right across the area. And you can see dew points, pretty close to each other. You can see these winds here gusting. So you got the drizzle, you got the light rain. It's one of those, kind of days. Look at that, wind gust up to 31 at this buoy. Right there. So that's kind of impressive right there. So, yeah, this is a little coastal system here that has developed across the area. We're going to go to a couple other parameters here, and we're going to look at our high temperatures for the day, which I'm sure not really very high. And yeah, these were earlier, probably before the rain moved in, pretty much in the 60s now. Let's go to the precipitation, and we'll go to the rainfall since midnight. It's 3 a.m. I guess. Let's see how much rain has fallen, because it looks like a lot more of the rain has been over Suffolk. Oh yeah, yeah. So you can see in Nassau County, Carl Place only got 0.43, but as you go into Farmingdale, look at that, 1 inch of rain. Why did it just refresh there? There's 1 inch of rain at Farmingdale, 1.65 at Islip, 2.10. So some of these areas on the South Shore got a 2.10 in Bayshore, 1.14 in Northport. So yeah, this general area seems to the central, Eastern Nassau into the western half of Suffolk, even Central Suffolk, 1.03 in Ridge, and less on the east end. So that's where the heavy rain set up. And it really turned out to be quite a rainy day today. And as you go west, probably the rain amounts are less. The city hardly got anything. But parts of Jersey did get into some of this heavier rain, too. We got around 1 inch around Lakewood. And then as you go into Atlantic County, you got some 2+ inch amounts here, 2.31 in. So, yeah, we had a little bit of a dry spell, but it's come to an end with more rain. Which would be nice if this was falling out west where the fires were occurring, but unfortunately it's not, and it's falling over us again because the pattern is stuck. Look at that, hardly anything in Connecticut, by the way. So yes, pretty impressive rain amounts right there on the map. We're going to go to the Wonderground next, and we're going to look at some rain amounts on there too as well. So let's go and look at the rain amounts across the area, and this will give us even more information here. As you can see, Nassau, not all that much, half an inch to 3/4. But once you go east, even Levittown, 1.45. Let's go to the eastern part of Nassau, Old Bethpage, 1.48. That's when you get those 1+ inch amounts. Like I said, it's been quite a rainy day across much of Long Island. 1+ inch amounts in Deer Park. And then you see some 2+ inch amounts around East Islip there. And so let's see how North Patchogue did here with the rainfall. Probably got over an inch too, 1.39. So yeah, quite a rainy day, raw, rainy day across much of Long Island here, and quite a bit of rain has fallen across much of Long Island. A little less as you head east. And again, this is a Selden area, and you can see 2+ inches in Selden, Center Reach. It's really good rainfall amounts here for Long Island. Again, it's a shame that this rain is not falling where it's needed. Let's go look at the satellite here, and you can see again. Here's the satellite, and we're going to show you what's going on out west with these fires, because it continues to get out of control. Because they really need the rain, and they're not getting anything, unfortunately. So let's go to the west coast here. So we got U.S. Pacific Coast here. We'll use this one. It's fine. You can see that these fires are still going here in California, Oregon, and you can still see all the smoke here. It's kind of like stuck in this valley over here. You can see the smoke is kind of, if you're right along the coast, you're getting relief from it, but in the valley here, you're not. And like I said, these fires are continuing, and we have fires in many parts of the world. I mean, not just go to the Pacific Northwest here. You can see this one. You can see this gives you a closer look at these fires and all the smoke. You can actually see the flames. Look at that bright spot right there. The flames are actually coming up. That's how big the flames are. They're actually showing up on the satellite imagery. That's a flame right there. That's insane right there. If you could see that where my hand is pointing. That is quite alarming and disturbing, to say the least. So we'll go to the MODIS satellite now, because I want to go to the MODIS. And we're going to look at this on the MODIS as well. Place labels in here. So again, here's the fires. And this is yesterday, by the way. Look at that. Look at all the smoke from yesterday. It's just insanity, all right? And you can see it's just going to spread, and we're going to start seeing some of this smoke in our area probably in a day or so. You can see it's all over the place. Smoke everywhere, all right? And this is yesterday, so we're going to look at yesterday's because I want to show you what's going on in Greece right now. Because Greece and Turkey, there are a lot of fires here too as well. Big fires going on. This again is the fire in Greece and Turkey. You can move this back and you can see the smoke plumes from these fires as well. Just it's like the whole world is on fire. I mean, and then you have the ones in Siberia too. Again, this is yesterday. Look at this. I mean, this is just unbelievable. Look at this, all the smoke. This smoke is going to travel around the world. I mean, we're going to eventually get into, look at all these fires. That's where the smoke's coming from, by the way. Look at that. Isn't that insanity? I mean, this is just crazy. I could put a few more of these layers on here so you can see what it looks like. But this is crazy. I wish I could get a satellite loop for this area. But this is in Siberia, and you can see the smoke is basically blowing all the way over Russia. They just have thick smoke. We're going to eventually see smoke from those fires too. And then you have the ones, of course, in Greece here too as well. They aren't quite as big, but they're still big, and they're having to evacuate a lot of people. And it's really a major disaster. We have all these major disasters. You can actually see the smoke plume. You have all these major disasters taking place all around the world as a result of the climate crisis that we are in. It's quite crazy and disturbing. So, I guess speaking of this, well, we'll get to the smoke a little more later as far as the forecast goes. But let's get back to our weather here. And we are going to look at what is going to be happening as we head into tomorrow. And hopefully we can get rid of this system. First, we're going to look at the overall CONUS view on the GFS, show you what's going on. You can see that low pressure center, and it's going to linger around tomorrow, too, and give us possibly a chance of rain. And then it finally starts pulling away on Tuesday, and then we come into the influence of this Bermuda high that's going to bring in the heat and the humidity. And you can see, judging by the ice barge, we may be dealing with some west winds, so it may be brutal. Chances of showers and thunderstorms, obviously. And we have a cold front that's going to come through Saturday night, and hopefully we can get it clear enough so we can have a decent Sunday. This is actually not Saturday, Friday night, and then hopefully maybe this will give us a decent weekend, and then we have to watch it because the GFS has been trying to develop something in this area here, as you see, so that'll have to be watched. And you can see it kind of just sits there, right? It doesn't look that strong, but here's the thing. The GFS has constantly been, if I go back to the run from yesterday, all right, let me go back to the one from yesterday. And we go to the 0Z Sunday one. I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, this where it was a lot stronger. So you'll see here a lot stronger in that one. So we'll have to watch this. And again, there is possible tropical development of a couple of systems here. If you look here, the Hurricane Center has this one now at a 40% chance of cyclone formation, and this one at a 30% chance of cyclone formation. All right. And if we go back to the tropical tidbits, current storms, let's see if they have anything here for those. They do not. They haven't been labeled yet as anything. But anyway, let's go to back to the current run here, which is the 12Z GFS. And we're going to go and look at a closer look at our area. And we'll go to the HRRR model. And we may have enough. Yeah, we should have enough of the 18Z HRRR model to take us right through tomorrow. So you can see those showers are just going to linger over us tonight. I mean, there might be times when it won't be raining, but chances are that rain will linger in tomorrow. And tomorrow we may still see a couple of light showers, particularly over Suffolk in the afternoon. Other than that, we will be out of it for tomorrow. But then it pops up another area of showers over us overnight, Monday night into Tuesday morning. And then Tuesday, it looks like it should be a mostly dry day, at least according to the HRRR. Go to the temperatures here. I think the HRRR handled this system pretty well, too. And the NAM, too, to some extent. So here we go into tomorrow. Temperatures in the 60s. Tomorrow, you'll see it won't really be all that warm over the island, particularly where the rain showers are probably only 70s. Nassau, probably close to 80. And Jersey, you'll probably be in the low 80s. And then for Tuesday, you have that same difference again, where New Jersey is probably going to be even warmer, probably closer to 90, and Long Island might only be in the 70s. Again, it kind of shows you where there may be more cloud cover and where the sun may be out when you look at temperatures like this. So let's look at the dew point now. So here's the dew point, and you can see the dew points will remain a little high. Here we go into tomorrow, so you'll still be feeling some humidity around, and then you're really going to start and feel the humidity on Tuesday. The dew points get above 70. All right, so let's we're going to be dealing with the humidity of that. Now I want to go and look at the NAM3 and look at the precipitation field on that as well. Wait for this to load. All right, so this is the 18Z run of the NAM. And you can see that just that rain chances linger with that low over us. And it still has rain chances over us, possibly showers lingering into the early part of tomorrow afternoon before finally getting out of here. And then more showers and thunderstorms could pop up later on in the evening. And then for Tuesday, less of a chance of showers and thunderstorms. for Tuesday, but still a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. I don't think these would be severe, but as things heat up, then the potential for severe weather would increase, but I'm not going to get into that tonight. Okay, so let's go to the GFS now, and we will go and we'll take a look and see how things are going to be going as we head further on into this week. All right, so you can see the difference here. GFS, a lot hotter over Jersey than Long Island on Tuesday. So that south wind will probably have a tendency to keep Long Island cooler. But then the winds go more westerly, and then that's when things start to heat up. And we're going to be dealing with 90s probably in Jersey, 90s in Jersey in the city, probably mid-90s, and North Shore, Central Nassau probably in the low 90s, the South Shore and everywhere else in the 80s. And then for Thursday, similar deal. And then Friday, we have even more heat spreading over the island with more of a westerly flow. And then we can get this cold front through and drop back into the low 80s for Saturday and Sunday. All right. And even if we go beyond that, the next week, still showing possibly we may still see some heat here and there. So that's a ways off. So let's go look at the dew points. And you can see, again, humidity. And you can really feel that humidity, but this shows the arrows of the wind. So, again, you can sort of see there's more of a southerly flow on Tuesday, but then it goes more southwesterly on Wednesday, and that's going to bring in more of the heat over Jersey, especially over western parts of Long Island. And then for Thursday, similar deal. And Friday, similar deal again. And then here comes that cold front that will bring the relief for Saturday into Sunday, and we have that dew point relief there. You can see another front that's going to try, but that one's aimed more at New England. And again, it's all because of the jet stream pattern that we're in. If we pull this out and we look at the North American look here, you'll see again no jet stream. I mean, the jet stream is just a mess right now. There's barely a jet stream out there. And you can see whatever is dipping is up in Canada. And instead, it's just a huge mess is what this is. We don't really have a jet stream at all right now. And this is all, again, because of climate change. Again, jet stream being fueled by the difference between the poles and the equator. And when you have a much warmer Arctic, their difference is less, and therefore less energy for the jet stream. And it becomes weaker and wavier. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. And when you have these kind of things, weather just gets stuck. That's why the West Coast isn't getting any rain, and that's why we're getting all the rain. The East Coast is becoming tropical, and the West Coast is becoming a desert. And if we look at the 500 height anomaly, you can see here we have that ridging in the east, and a few small troughs come through, but no real change going on here. So go back to our area here, and we'll go and we'll look at the skies. Obviously, plenty of clouds around today. Plenty of clouds around tomorrow. We'll be stuck in the clouds as well. Tuesday, we'll see probably less clouds and more sunshine, but we may be dealing with that smoky haze. And then you'll see that we'll have the sunshine on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then maybe more high clouds on Thursday and Friday. And then maybe for the weekend, we can clear it out, and maybe we could have a clear day. Maybe. Let's go to the NAM. So here's the NAM, and you can see, again, the deal. More clouds over the island, less over New Jersey. Here's Tuesday. And you can see, again, more clouds over the island, and that's why it's part of the reason why it's cooler. So let's go look at... we looked at that. I guess I could look at the RGM, too, for clouds. And then we'll look at the HRRR, the smoke model. So you can see the cloud, and you can clearly see that circulation from the, we're missing data. All right. So you can clearly see the circulation from that, system there. That system is actually, as annoying as it is keeping, if that system would pulled out, we would have had even more heat. All right. So let's go look at the 18Z run of this vertically integrated smoke loop from the HRRR. And you can see all the smoke over there, but so far it's keeping the smoke away from us. You can see it starts eventually starting to move toward us. We're probably, when that heat comes, it's probably going to be dealing with the smoke on top of that. So, see, it looks like it's trying to bring some cleaner air into the, it's trying to bring a cold front through over here. You can clearly see that. All right. That would help sweep some of the smoke out. So we may not be doing too much. Now we're going to also look at we're going to back this up. We're going to look at the surface smoke as well. Near surface smoke loop. We'll look at that too. You can see most of the surface smoke is out west. You can see some of it's making its way into the east, though, I think. See a little bit of it right there. So, again, we're going to have to keep our eye on the smoke. We'll go to the Climate Prediction Center next and look at the outlook, 6 to 10 day. You can see East Coast above normal, way above normal in the west. That's not good at all. Precipitation below normal for the Midwest and also into the west, which is not good. 8 to 14 day. We see the similar pattern continue here. All right. So, and again, above normal in the west. That's not what they need. And, you know, if you look at the drought monitor, you can see, again, how bad the drought is out west. And, I mean, they've had to shut down the Oroville hydroelectric dam because the water is too low. That's how bad it is out there. This is like never happened before. So we're in uncharted territory, and it's very disturbing. And if we look at the Ventus sky here, so I'll pull this out and look at the whole continent here, and you can just see the heat everywhere here. All right. You can see, look at this heat in the Midwest. You can see how high the heat goes up. And it goes all the way up into Canada. All right. All right. And if we look at the dew points, see also, this kind of shows the story of where the moisture is. You can see the moisture is east. And it goes way up into Hudson Bay. But this whole area of the west is just dry. It's just dry as a bone. And not much rain coming. And again, the heat is going to ramp up again in the west again. If we move this along here, I'll show you. We'll move this along to... you can see here's Wednesday. And again, they're dealing with temperatures 90s to 100, near 100 in the west. So these fires, they're getting a little reprieve from a little cool air. They're going to explode again once we get to... look at the whole country's hot. This is Wednesday. The whole country is hot. So this is not a good situation at all. One bit. So not a good situation at all. All right. So now that we did that, let's go to the next thing, which is the sea ice. And we're going to look at the sea ice extent. We've kind of gone up. We've seen a little less melting in July, so we're not at the minimum anymore. All right, so we may not hit that minimum. This is what the sea ice concentration map looks like right now. All right, so it's slowed down here. All right. However, there are bigger problems, and this is what actually affects the sea level rise. More than the sea ice, because sea ice, when it melts, does not affect sea level rise. However, ice that melts over land does affect sea ice. And let's see. This is really worrying here, the melting that has occurred here. When you look at this map here, look at 2021. There's been huge amounts of sea ice melt in Greenland, and this means more sea level rise. And again, this is a big problem for people who live along the water, especially you on the South Shore, because this is some of the articles here. Massive melting event sinks billions of tons of Greenland sea ice amid heat wave. That's right. It's been warmer than it's supposed to be. Enough ice melted on Greenland this week to cover Florida in a half-foot of water. Just put Greenland in on Google and go to the news category. Because this is what you're seeing here. This is one from Yahoo News here. All right, so this is just another point that we have gone past the tipping point. past the tipping point. So this is, you just Google these. I mean, I could put some links below if you wanted to, but just go into Google, search Greenland, go to news, and you're going to get all these articles here. So it's really just a disturbing situation. And again, if you go look at Ventu Sky, you can see how warm it's been in Greenland. For Greenland, some of these temperatures are really warm. I mean, they've had temperatures in the 50s and the 60s. That's way too warm. Look at some areas of Iceland, 60s. That's really warm for Iceland. I mean, we're talking about the Arctic here. It's not supposed to be this warm in the Arctic. So you can see that south wind there. So this is causing a lot of melt of the glaciers on Greenland. All right. And that's very worrisome. So, again, we're going to have to keep an eye on all of this stuff going on, as well as the tropics, so as we deal with the tropical season starting to ramp up here in our area. But as far as our weather goes, it's going to suck, but it could be worse. It could be a lot worse if you're out west. That they're dealing with out there is just a major natural disaster. So I think that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.